Pack a bowl, my friend, and don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend, and then we'll light up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you? Welcome back in, y'all. It's good to see you as always here on Sunday. Been a long day so far. It's about 4 o'clock here, Central Time here in Dallas, Texas. Greetings from the great state of Texas. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all as always. Gonna show you today the finished product of Mr. Ronnie's pipe wrap. Of course, y'all seen his pipe, and basically everything is done. I got a few finishing little touches that I need to take care of, but we're gonna get that out to him. So, and a couple of other things to talk about here, but yeah, let's get into it, y'all. I back on a Johnny P pipe. I made this pipe, ebonite stem, P-lip, silver band, olive wood, slightly rusticated, and left natural to patina. And yeah, really like this one, and picked this one up off the rack today and decided to smoke it. In the bowl is Cajun cake. Right here. This is Cajun cake from Cornell and Deal. And let me read it, y'all. I don't quite remember what's in this blend. Of course, Cajun cake should give you an idea. It says we start with naturally sweet red Virginias and add just the right touch of everyone's favorite Cajun spice. That would be Louisiana Perique, y'all, from the what? It's not. They don't call them cities. Well, it's from an area called Perique. Then we press it into an old-fashioned crumble cake, which deepens and marries the flavors. So yeah, basically Virginia's and Louisiana Perique. It's not my favorite, but since it does have Perique, I do smoke it. It's got a flavor that I can't quite place in it, y'all, and I'm not quite sure. You can definitely smell the Virginias in it. It's got a sweetness flavor to it, or smell, which you can also taste in the flavor. I wish more of the Perique would come out in this blend, but it doesn't. The sweet Virginias seem to come out as the dominant flavor in this blend. But it's still good. It's a good smoke. It makes smoke. I went over to a friend's house earlier today, actually this morning. Stayed till about 2:30. Went over for coffee, and we just sat there and shot the shit and talked about anything and everything. And while I was there, I must have had, I don't know, at least 3 bowls. So until just now, I took a small break. You know what happens when you've had a lot of bowls in succession. Your mouth starts to dry out just slightly, even though we had coffee, and everything. And if you get on it too much, you start to get a little bit of tongue bite. But came home, got around to it, packed this pipe again, and we're back at it again. But had a good time at my friend's house here in Dallas, and it's good to be with friends, y'all. It's good to um, talk and just sit and relax and enjoy the company of friendship. Um, Friends are so very hard to come by in this life. They say if you find one good friend in your lifetime, that you've done well. I've had the pleasure of having at least 3 or 4 really good friends in my life, and I appreciate those friendships, even though some of them have passed away now. But if you got a good friend, y'all, don't neglect your friends. Easy to do sometimes. Um, but definitely good friendship is hard to find. Hold on to it if you come across it. Other way, sat there, smoked it up, and just talked about anything and everything. But we're going to get on, y'all, and I'm going to show you the finished product of Mr. Ronnie's wrap. And then we'll get that out to him this week. And I don't know, going to the Carolinas where he lives, I think it takes about 4 or 5 days to get to him from Texas. Snail mail. Other way, he should get it hopefully before next weekend, maybe by Thanksgiving. Who knows? That would be nice, right? Have a nice bowl in his new pipe for Thanksgiving. That would be very nice. For those of you all that are overseas and don't celebrate our American holiday, Thanksgiving, I understand. However, that is coming up. And so I definitely hope that each and every one of you here in the United States that do celebrate have some good food, good company, and some good tobacco afterwards, right, y'all? Best time for it. Let's get on to those pictures. Now, this is where we left off last week. I was still figuring out how to end out with the zippers before it was done. A few little end touches I did, and put some end coating on the end of it and things of this nature. But here is the finished product. Yeah, so finally ended up just sending the zippers in and capping them off with some of the same material as the liner on the inside. So as you can see, he's got a pocket up to the left, pocket to the right to put his pipes in. In the middle is the pipe cleaner area, and then a zippered pocket to the lower left, my left, your right. And then another pocket to the other side there to put a tin of tobacco. And the outside of it, let's go. There's another picture of it, showing his pipe in there. Certainly looks pretty. I'm very proud of that pipe. Here is the outside area, and like I said, Mr. Ronnie's name on it, and looks really well. Looks really good. And that stem has got some great characteristics going on in it right there. I don't know if you could see that. Let's bring that up a little closer. Yeah, you see that stem, y'all? Nice chocolatey caramel swirl going on in there. Really nice characteristics going on in that stem. I like that. There is another picture of it, and like I did say this time, I thickened up this pipe wrap. So everything sits a lot nicer in this pipe wrap, easier to zip, all that good stuff. He could probably put a couple more pipes in there loosely and with no problem, with as thick as I made this thing. There is another shot of it. You can see a little how thick it is right there. But it turned out really well. I hope that you enjoy it, Mr. Ronnie. Should, like I said, should be coming your way. Um, I but should get there maybe by at least by next weekend. I don't know how the mail's going to run being the holiday season, but I think I still have your address. If not, sir, go ahead and email your address to me again, please. I can probably look back in one of your old emails and find it. But let's play it safe. Email me your address once again. But yesterday, y'all, well, actually last week, one of my sewing machines that I use for sewing leather projects and things of that nature, embroidery is the biggest one on this machine. Uh, it all of a sudden stopped working. And I'm like, what's going on with this thing? And the lights would just flash when you turn it on. Just flash, 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 flash. The screen really wouldn't come on or anything. I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? This is an expensive machine. This machine back in its day went for about $5,000. I think nowadays you can get them for about $2,500. But it's a Husqvarna Viking machine. And I was thinking, oh, well, what's going on here? So, what else did I do, y'all? I went to the internet, went to YouTube real quick and just put in Husqvarna Viking repair. And sure enough, video comes up, says, the flashing lights of death. And I went, well, it sounds like what I got. So I clicked on the video, and really nice repair guy from the East Coast here somewhere. I can't remember. But went all on about how to fix the problem with the machine. Because this is a very expensive machine. I was definitely not wanting it to be gone, or worse yet, y'all, you take it into some of these repair shops, it can cost you a lot of money to have things fixed. And I'm pretty handy myself. If I can fix something, I'm going to fix it myself. That's the way I've always been. And so the guy was really nice about it. He shows you how to fix it, what to do. And I thought, good Lord, I can do this. Just for the hell of it, y'all, I'm going to show you a couple pictures. That's what it basically took me all day. By the time I tore this machine apart, pulled the motherboard out of the unit, and did a bunch of repairs, soldering repairs, things of that nature. It took me majority of the day. So I had a couple bowls and a couple cups of coffee, and just sat there in the garage, tore this thing apart, and fixed it. I fixed it. I was very happy in the end, y'all. So this is that Husqvarna machine, and I got it all tore open. And this motherboard right here, the guy was saying that capacitors on it will fail. Also in the power supply. And instead of finding out exactly which capacitor went bad, he says just replace them all. Once you're in there, replace them all. And I agreed. So he actually sold a kit to replace all these capacitors. So I ordered it from him. It came in. I have a really nice soldering station, soldering gun. I've done soldering work before, but never on a computer board like this. So I was a little apprehensive, but I was up to the challenge of doing this. And of course, I went in, took lots of pictures of where plugs went, because I had to unplug this whole board. You want to make sure that things go back in the same spot when you're done. Or things ain't going to work out right, or worse yet, it could do damage and blow it up. Right there is the machine tore apart in the background. You can see that. And then here is the circuit board. Now, basically, what I had to do is all these blue little cylindrical things on the board here. These are capacitors. And what a capacitor does is it stores a certain amount of energy and then releases it when it's needed, just in a nutshell. And so I had to unsolder all these little guys from the backside and then pull them off, install brand new ones, put a little dab of solder, and call it good. I also did the same thing on the power supply and put it all back together, y'all, and flicked her on, and she was good to go. I saved myself about $1,000 because if I would have had to buy this brand new board right here, a new motherboard and a new power supply, it was going to be close to $1,000. So for about $40 in capacitors, I saved myself. All right, so I saved myself about $960, maybe plus tax. Who knows? So round it off, about $1,000. And I'm very happy about that. I'm extremely happy about that. So yeah, it took me a little bit of time to take care of business, but I got her back up and she's running good, running really well. So I'm very happy about that. So that was what I was doing yesterday. Um, if I can fix it, y'all, I'm gonna fix it myself. That's for sure. Like I said, when I first started pipe smoking, I said I want to build one. And next thing you know, I'm building pipes. I'm a strong believer that if you want to do something, y'all, you can do it. You just have to want to do it. Um, I mean, shit, there's guys out there that have no arms and they play guitar with their feet. Um, Blind people out there doing amazing things that can't even see, right? People that can't even hear doing amazing. So somebody says, I can't do it. Well, I disagree. If you want to do it, you can do it. You just got to have the desire and the drive to do it. Um, so, I get a lot of people telling me, how do you do that? I could never do that. Yes, you can. You can do it. You just got to want to do it. Um, so, yeah, if it interests me, I'm most likely going to try to do it, whatever that might be. Build it, repair it, make it. Especially, what does interest me, y'all? Saving money. So, so I tore that machine apart and saved myself $1,000. Hell yeah, yes sir. But that's what I did yesterday. Now, but another thing I want to show y'all, I didn't take any pictures of it. Um, so Mr. Greg Cox, had made me that a tobacco valet, and it's seamless. There's no seams, no nothing, completely molded all in, really nice. And I had showed my wife, um, what he had done, and she says, "Oh my God, that's awesome." She comes up to me, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and says, "Maybe you can mold something in this." And I looked at it and I said, "Yeah, just like Mr. Mark Cox did." And so I did it, y'all, in this right here. This is what she uses um, to put flour tortillas in it, and then you I don't know, baste them a little bit with some butter, and you put them in the oven, and it bakes them into this shape. And you make taco bowls out of them, corn tortillas, flour tortillas. Either way, that's what this thing is made. I'm sure most of you have, had a taco salad. They would do that with something similar to this, I suppose. Um, I went ahead and I molded some leather in one of them. And the best part is my wife brought it to me. Says, "Here, take it, use it." So that's awesome. And it turned out pretty nice, pretty cool. It worked out really good. So I thought, could use this as a tobacco valet, maybe even just a place to set your pipe. I don't know, y'all. It was definitely fun doing an experiment like that. I may stain it up, make her look pretty. I may keep it just the way it is. But yeah, you could take your pipe, I suppose. Let's find out. So you could take your pipe and just set it in there like that. Got all these different little places to lay your stem. kind of like the crown rests that I made. So that's pretty cool. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Maybe I'll make another one and we'll do a gaw on that. We'll give it away. So that was fun, real fun. Um, but yeah, you know what? I forgot to show y'all in person. Mr. Ronnie's wrap in person, right here. Put a nice mink oil on top of it, shined it all up real nice. Here's a side view of it. Unzip her up, and there she looks like. There she is on the inside. Now let me grab my pipe. This is the way that's meant to be, y'all. So you take the pipe and you shove it in this pocket right there like that. And then he can take another one and shove it in on this side. Before he wraps it up. But that's how that worked out. I like it. I like the way that worked out. The pockets versus a little strap or something to keep it in place. Sure smells, y'all. I love the smell of leather, y'all. It sure smells good. Smells so good. Really nice. But and then once again we got his name on the front. So that's it, y'all. This one definitely turned out really nice. I definitely like the way this one turned out. But we'll get that out to Mr. Ronnie this week. Yeah, and his pipe, got the pipe sock. Put that in there too, along with some other little goodies, little surprises. Whatever I might come up with. But either way, we're not too far into this. I could probably sit and shoot the shit. Some people are okay with that, some are not. Drinking Mama's homemade lemonade, strawberry lemonade juice today. Good stuff, real good stuff. A lot of you may be taking this next week off for Thanksgiving. I'm taking off from Thursday on to the next Thursday. Myself, my children are coming. They're gonna fly in to Dallas probably Thursday night, and then we'll probably have a day later. We'll have Thanksgiving with the children and the grandkids. So that's fine. That's fine. I'll probably spend Thanksgiving out in the back doing a bunch of chores and staying busy as always. Um, but I hope you all have a good. I'm a good Thanksgiving. I'm going to brine. In fact, we had our turkey. My wife cold off our turkey. We had fresh turkey, cold off, ready to go, and that happened today actually. So he's in the freezer and pull him out probably a day before, let him thaw out. I'm gonna put him in a nice brine and brine in a nice brine dip overnight. Now everybody's got their different ways of doing their turkeys, y'all. But I can tell you a good brine on fowl just seems to lock in all the juices. Um, Fried turkey's good too. You put it deep fry, excellent stuff. And of course, the good old standby, just throwing her in the oven, right? Everybody's got different ways of doing things, but I'm gonna brine this turkey and then throw it on my smoker. I have a big smoker out on the back porch, and I'll put some mesquite wood in there and slow smoke this turkey, and maybe stuff some orange slices down in the middle of it. Who knows, y'all? Whatever hits me at the time, and we'll get this guy slow smoked, about 250, 200, right in there. Slow smoke it, and smoked turkey. Good stuff, y'all. If you never had a smoked turkey, I would suggest you try it someday. um, but like I said, everybody's got different ways of doing their turkeys, and they all, hopefully, everyone's turkey turns out wonderful. That's for sure, with all the trimmings and all the good stuff. And when you get done, just sit back with the fattest of stomachs. Have enough energy left to pack your bowl. Sit back, undo a couple buttons on the old jeans, and light that bowl up. I try not to stuff myself anytime, but I make an exception on Thanksgiving. I think it's that and maybe Christmas dinner. Those are 2 times during the year that I'll allow myself to get stupid and just eat a lot of food. I mean, sometimes you have to, y'all. There's just so much on the table and you've only got so much room, but you want to try it all. I know my wife, I know I'm biased, but she makes some delicious food all the way around. So it's like you want to try at least a little bit of everything before you call it quits. And I'm sure a lot of your wives and mothers and even grandmothers, if they're still around, grandma makes good food, doesn't she, y'all? Nothing quite hits home like grandma's cooking. I miss my grandma, y'all. I miss her so much. Yeah, she made great cobbler, y'all. Blackberry cobbler. Mm, yeah, that was the one thing my dad would request, a blackberry cobbler on his birthday versus a cake or anything else. It was that good. But that's grandma, y'all. Grandmas make good stuff, don't they? Always. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna finish out these 3 days and then have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I will be back on Sunday to get with y'all. We need to get on another. I think I said I was going to get on to a new rap, and we'll be giving that away here soon. After that rap gets done, we'll go through that. Um, I need to start playing some guitar too. Either way, y'all, we got things to look forward to, things to be doing here in this holiday season. Once again, I hope every single one of you have a great Thanksgiving. Whatever it is y'all are doing overseas, I hope yours is great too. Even if it's just a normal day, I hope it's wonderful as always. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. And until next time, we'll see you. Pack a bowl, my friend. And don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend. And then we'll ride up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you?